Oh man, it's a sad, sad day for you, boy. Sad, sad day. I know some of y'all probably laughing at me. I should never wore that. I should never have worn that Miami Dolphins hat. Very sad day for me. I don't understand, man. I just don't get it. I don't understand, man. It's sad. Hey, I'm gonna talk about the Cowboys, man. Y'all stay tuned. You know, in life, guys, they often say doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is insanity. And that's what I get with, as you all know, these Cowboys. I don't understand. I don't understand, man. We have the team, we have the talent, but yet and still we're just a team. I don't even know if we are a team anymore. There were so many mistakes. First of all, I warned every Cowboy fan out there. I let them know that there's going to be trouble. You got Sam Darnold back. You got C.J. Mosley, the middle linebacker, which is the quarterback on the defense, coming back. Sam Darnold is an amazing talent. That's why he drafted first round, first pick. And they got Le'Veon Bell. So now you're playing in New York in a raucous crowd, and you're dealing with a team that they're going to be better. They're going to be competitive just because they have their quarterback back. And like I said, when the Cowboys come into town, it's everybody's Super Bowl. Whoever played them every week, it's that team's Super Bowl. You get to see these Cowboys who everybody seems to hate because they just so loved. You either love them or you hate them. They come in marching with Dak saying he wants $40 million, which he's not getting. And hopefully they'll give him about 26, 27. Then you got Ezekiel Elliott, who just got his contract. You got Amari Cooper. No, you got supposed to have this vaunted offensive line, just the maulers, but they don't look the same. They're getting older. I don't know what's going on. You got all these things. You got Jared Jones, who always have to come out and speak before he needs to, shouldn't even say anything. And then we got a head coach who, the Clapper, this is what we call him, Mr. Clapper, who goes up there and do what he normally does. It's nothing. Send up there and we don't have any energy once again. We come out flat, and guess what? We lose. So I got a few things I'm looking at that I see that I think that we need to do to speed it up. Like I said, we come out flat, we're gonna lose. Dak had to understand that we cannot just come out throwing the ball deep. We gotta have a script, man. What is the script? And it's all due to coaching. When people go down, you gotta have the next man prepared. I think that's the amazing thing. That's why I like the Patriots so much. I'm thinking about jumping ship. Like most of the guys in baseball, they go root for the Yankees because the Yankees got 26, 27 championships already. So it's easy to root for them. But anyway, staying on course here. I just hate to see us do what we do. And I see a few things. Dak is pressing. I don't care what anybody say. Dak is pressing, and you can see it. Dak yesterday was trying to throw the ball downfield every single play, and there's no need for it because you don't have that kind of time. Both of your tackles are out. Your left and right tackle are out. So we're going 5 wide, and both our tackles are out. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to bring pressure every single time. And Jamal Adams, which is the safety for the Jets, was a menace. That whole defense was menacing to us yesterday. And we just looked like we got pushed around, and we didn't have nothing to answer. We didn't have an answer for it. The only answer we had was Zeke, which should always be the answer. We should start and finish with this guy because he is extremely talented. You paid him and run him until he can't run anymore. Run him until he's running on his knees because that's what he got to do. That's what he's there for. That's why he wanted his money, because he understands that's what they should be doing. Everything we feature should be through Zeke. Our defense is fast, but they pretty good, but they're not the best. So the best thing to do is run that ball down the other team's throat, control the clock, take your chances, open it up when you can, but you got to allow the defense to take a break. The defense can't keep coming on the field, especially when we don't have the safeties we need. Heath is just serviceable. I mean, he was just diving at people yesterday, running full speed. I've never seen anybody catch a man running full speed by diving. You know, they always tell you in football, stay on your feet. You have a better chance of winning that way. When you start diving and jumping, there's a high probability of getting hurt. But anyway, I don't want to get off this subject. I just want to talk about the offense and the defense lackluster performance. And it's all due to preparation. See, in life, guys, most people that are prepared, they have a better chance of success. Even if they fail, they can see where they failed because they had a plan. And yesterday, it don't look like we had a plan. We just out there, let's try this. Let's try that. The best thing that I've seen from the Patriots is the fact that they're willing to change the game plan and use personnel that you're not even ready for because they want to win. They have a plan. And each person from the starter down to the third string understands that at any given time they have an opportunity to get on the field. I think that's a unique thing about Greg Popovich for the San Antonio Spurs. That's a unique thing about Bill Belichick is that they're going to use and utilize every single person that they have. And that makes for a better team. When you just have the star-studded person, this is who we're going to have, and look, nobody can replace him. This is our head coach, and he's going to be here to stay. When you don't have people living with the sense of urgency, you don't have people playing to understand that their job could possibly be on the line. Yes, you can run 200 yards in this game against the Colts, like in the Patriots game, running back, and then the next week you come late to practice and you cut, or you're going to be benched. Because that is how we run this thing over here. Because it's about winning. It's about being a professional. It's about understanding your job. If you just do your job, then we can all come together and do a better job. It's just like a community. The reason why communities fail and we have to have policing because people don't want to do their jobs. They don't want to do anything. They just want to take from you. And that's just what I see. I see a team that, an owner that just happy making money. And I think his birthday was yesterday and we end up coming up short because the team, the coach. It's the coach more than the team. Give that young man, the defensive coordinator, give him a shot. Allow him to come over there and be a head coach because Jason Garrett been there too long and it's nothing but mediocrity. That's why Stephen A. Smith and everybody else, Shannon Sharp, they're always laughing at us because they understand that you got to have good coaching, especially in football. If you don't have a good coach, this is what you get. When you keep this guy just because he went to Princeton and may be intelligent, doesn't mean he's going to be a great coach. You need to go get you a young guy or let the young black guy you have on the defense come over and give him a shot. Give somebody else a chance because right now we need it. Now, we lose to the Eagles this week. I don't think Jason Garrett's going to be fired this week, but we lose to a division rival next week, he's out of there. And if he's not gone, I won't ever talk about the Cowboys again on this show. Well, let me say this. If we lose and he's not gone, I will never bring up the Cowboys again and waste my precious time talking about this trash team. Now, I know I'm not giving up on them, but I understand, just like every Cowboy fan understands, that you have to shake it up. You can't just change the coordinators, can't change the defense. We've done every single thing to get this guy a chance. Hey, and let me say, I met him before. He's an upstanding guy. He's a nice guy, but nice guys finish last, okay? Especially in football. You got to let them hang and got to get out there and do your thing, okay? We got to get it done. We're not getting it done. So hopefully, I can't wait to see these exciting Mavericks because that's what I'm about to. The Rangers, baseball's over with. I love baseball. I guess I'm out to root for the Houston Astros. But, man, it seems like everything in Dallas we just fall apart up here. DFW, I don't know if we got a hex or what's going on. But it's like H-Town, they down there. Houston, guys, for y'all that don't know. Man, Houston down there with the Rockets, man, they got a chance. The Astros, they on the verge of, I don't know, did they win last night? I don't know, I have to check. But they on the verge of making it happen. And then you got us. Houston just getting it in. San Antonio with their little sale down there. The Spurs making it happen. Then you got Big D up here, should be Little D. Just failing. Look, man, I'm so pissed off. I just turned the game yesterday. I'm not a person that turned off the Cowboy game, but I had to turn it off yesterday and take a break. The only good thing that happened to me yesterday was fantasy football. My teams won convincingly. That's the only good thing. That's the only good thing that happened to me. And then you got to get the text from your friends who hate the Cowboys guts, and they team lost, but it's a difference. People teams lose and it's cool. You don't hear nothing. Oh, they lost, okay. But when the Cowboys lose, you see all these memes. You see everybody got a joke, and this guy always has some joke he got to bring up against us. And it just, luckily, it's miserable being a Cowboy fan and having to go to work the next day, especially when you go to work with a bunch of haters. Because everybody in there have something to say. They have you covering your head and just not just going right to work. Just, you know what I'm saying? But you have to stand up proud, Cowboy fans. Be proud, okay? We don't look good. We are Jekyll and Hyde team. And until we give up our coach and get a new one, we're going to be this. So just put on your seatbelt and enjoy the ride. It's going to be this kind of season. See, I had a feeling we go 13-3, 12 and I thought we can be 13-3, 12-4. But looking at what I've looked at and witnessed these last 3 weeks, we might make the playoffs, and that's only because we win the division. Because these other teams like the 49ers, look, they know what they are. They play mistake-free football, and they're going to punch you in the mouth. I love that. The Chicago Bears, they might not have the best offense, but you know what you're getting from their defense. Hey, the New York Giants even look good. They one game out of the lead for the division. The Eagles are Jekyll and Hyde. You know, it's a lot of great teams. We still got to play the Rams, the Vikings, the Bears. Whew. Lord have mercy. Somebody help me. I don't know what we're going to do, but I do know that the other teams are looking sound. They starting. Minnesota Vikings are finding themselves. You know, Kirk Cousins might do something. But I know the Cowboys, we don't know what we are. And the worst thing in life is when you don't have an identity. Worst thing in life when you don't have an identity. And that's what I want to get to, guys. The real subject here is not having an identity. I know I've talked about identity crisis before on here, but when you don't have an identity, you think about people in life, the reason why I don't have an identity. See, men, we have to understand that we have to breathe life into people. When you're a coach, when you're a teacher, when you're a professor, whatever you are in life, people want men and women and men want to hear men, real men talk and give lessons and you know, help keep order and show people the way they should go, to give direction. And when you don't have direction, you end up in situations like this, where we have an identity crisis. We don't know what we are and what we're going to be from play to play. And just like every day in life, you don't know what's going to happen because you have yet to find your identity. And it's sad to see grown people who are still focusing and trying to find their identity because nobody took the time to help them discover that as a kid. Now, some of us take it upon ourselves, but everybody's not you. Some of us do take it upon themselves. Everyone's not me. Everyone doesn't have that personality. So you got to hopefully, man, that you'll pick it up and you see people who are struggling with identity crisis, or even people that know their identity. You got to help them to develop it even more. And that's what's missing on this team. The Patriots have an identity. They got a winning culture. And that's why all sports, not just football, look at them and what they've done because they've sustained excellence for over 20 years. My whole adult life, the Patriots have been consistent, just like the Spurs. They've been consistent in what they do and how they operate. You know what you're going to get when you go there. You're going to get the best out of the players that you have. And that's why sometimes those players go to other teams, make their money, and don't do much of anything. Because it's the system, it's the coach that understand how to get the most out of you, and that's what a parent has to understand as well. That's what a leader in the community has to understand. How do I get the most out of my people? First thing is about being consistent. It's like, if I know you're a consistent a-hole, then I know how to deal with you consistently. If I get a boss like that, I know how to deal. If I have a laissez-faire boss, I know how to deal with them. If I have a boss that is a great leader, I know how to deal with them. If he's transformational, if he's a servant leader, I know how to deal with each one of these people. And that's what we have here, is a leadership crisis. We have a leadership crisis on the team. And when you don't have leaders, you lose an identity or you don't ever establish an identity. And that's what's going on with the Cowboys. That's what's going on in America. When you don't have great leadership, then you lack an identity, and then you become divided within yourselves, within your community, and you end up splitting. See, the reason why America had a civil war was over an identity. What are we going to be? We're going to be pro-slavery or are we going to be anti-slavery? What are we going to be? Are we going to be industrialized, or are we just going to still be in the fields? Are we going to still be a country that just farm? See, countries that just farm a lot of times don't end up becoming as great as nations. A lot of those countries don't end up living like the way we live in America. Because the Industrial Revolution obviously helped us. I mean, and that's just the point that I'm making is when you have great leadership, when you lack an identity, you're going to fight to find one. And I haven't seen any fight in the Cowboys, and that's what I see in America. Because of that crisis right now, we're starting to divide, and eventually it's going to lead us to some sort of fight. I don't know if it's going to be an actual physical altercation. I don't see a civil war, but I do see there's a fight brewing every single day because we don't have a clear identity anymore. So we got to make sure that your men out there and the women as well, but specifically men, that we understand we got to help form our identity. And in forming our identity, we got to be able to protect our communities as well. Because when you're trying to find yourself, when you're trying to find an identity, there's a lot of hardships that come with that. Now, as America, we understand our identity, but it seems like it's starting to shift based on people and their emotions versus what we have is factual. I can say that again, but I'm not. So make sure you tune into that part. So that's what I'm seeing in life, and that's the thing that's disturbing about my Cowboys. That's the thing about this. That's the thing that's disturbing in schools, in our educational system, in politics, in our churches. It seems like people don't understand. They're getting away from what we know to take on how I feel. What we know, what we have, these facts here, people don't want to accept it. So now we are the nation that's divided. I now have a football team that don't understand what they are. You've been understanding what you are for the last 4 years, 5, 6 years. You run the ball, you play defense, and you let your quarterback take the chances when he can. Go take a deep shot here and there. You can't take a deep shot every game because you become predictable. Can't do that. So anyway, guys, I know I got 2 things going here at once, but it all goes down to the same. You got to understand the identity. If you struggle with finding that identity, check the 41 Media page, www.41media.com, because we talk about that on there, guys. If you struggle with your identity, hey, you want to email me, hit me up on IG or DM, whatever the case is. We can help you discover your identity. Hey, the Cowboys want to hire me over there to talk to them about finding their identity. Let's do it. And it starts with a new coach. Sometimes you got to cut off the head to start over again. Now, guys, I'm not saying your literal head, but sometimes you have to get out of your own way and read. See, when you read and gain knowledge, it kind of takes away and tears away that old mentality and helps you grow to find the identity. If you never had anyone lead you or a mentor to show you where to go, I can show you how to get there, how to find yourself, as they say. But the Cowboys right now got to find themselves, guys. And that's what this message started with. That's what it's going to end with. But the greater picture for me always are the people, because I'm for the people. I'm about the people. We need to continue to grow as a community. And one way is we got to understand ourselves. We got to identify people who are struggling. And when you identify them, man, you got to be able to help them, lift them out of those holes. And I know it's going to take an effort of them. It's going to have to take a great effort from themselves to do so. But it can be done. Hey, guys, this is Red Tape Podcast. I'm your host, Demerious Nelson. As always, check out the Red Tape Podcast. Subscribe to it, Apple, whatever streaming platform. I'm there. I am there. Check me out. Podbean. We can go on all day, guys. Sit here 2 more minutes just telling you where you can find us. But the best thing is to find us. And if you want to email me, you can email me. All right? Because I gave you that as well. 41media@gmail.com if you want to email the folks over here. All right, man. Hey, y'all have a great day. Hope to talk to y'all soon. Hey, y'all keep living life. Keep loving. Keep loving every single day. I know you're rolling your eyes like, oh, God, it's so hard to love them. Yeah, it is. It's hard to love people, but it's necessary because it will help us be better. Peace.